Yeah.
Okay.
We gave it a listen yesterday, alone, respectively.
Yeah.
And interesting is an understatement.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I call it interesting. I mean, I'd get your tissues ready for that podcast because it is effectively one long sob story. And it's an hour and 20 minutes of my life I'll never get back, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
I've always really liked Perez. I was saying to you, I think he's one of those F1 drivers where when you see him being interviewed at any time when he's been at the racetrack or anything, you think, wow, what a down-to-earth fella. He seems really approachable. He seems like a good laugh, doesn't take himself too seriously, all that. And I thought, yeah, he's a good one. You know what I mean? Man, after that podcast, I just thought, I can't wait for you to shut up. It was like we need to throw him a pity party after that. I'm sorry.
I think it was.
I don't know if that's what he was aiming for. If he was, he did a cracking job.
It felt like a PR piece. I said this to you earlier. It felt like a PR piece.
Yeah.
A very much a, hey, I was out of the sport through no fault of my own last year. Was the vibe.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it was really interesting hearing about like when he was young and having to move away from home and the struggles there as being, a young guy abroad and not really speaking the languages and not really having contact with family and so on. It was really interesting. Like, wow, yeah, the guy went through it as a young lad to get to where he was. And to make the contacts he's had and, and the sponsorships and stuff like that. And, fair play to him. It was really interesting, like, listening to that. It was when he got onto the Red Bull side that he really lost me. The snippet that's been going around that people who are into F1 who've probably heard already is that, well, when I was faster than Max, it was a problem. When I was slower than Max, there was a problem. There was always a problem. And you listen to the way he was explaining his time at Red Bull, and you kind of feel like he was the kid that was just put in the corner and told to shut up, stay there, do what he's told, and he'll be called upon when he's needed. And you're like, well, that's one. You were you're on your way out of the sport. You'd lost your seat at Force India. You were out of the way on your way out of the sport. You had no seat, and then Red Bull come to you and said, "Hey, we're going to put you in one of the most competitive cars that this sport's ever seen.